Reaction continues to pour in from around the world to the shocking death of a man who has been called the rock star of the culinary world, a storyteller. Anthony Bourdain took his own life at 61 years old. He was found in a hotel room in France where he was shooting the latest episode of his CNN show, Parts Unknown. He was found by his friend, Chef Eric Repair. He tweeted this out about his friend Anthony, saying he was my best friend, an exceptional human being. I pray he is at peace from the bottom of my heart. Anthony Bourdain was a gifted chef. He was also a masterful storyteller who loved sharing food, about his love of food. He broke down barriers. He had a diverse fan base, and he spoke about that with CNN's Aaron Burnett. This is something that he spoke about often. This is something that he did with his program. He traveled to different places all around the world, pointing out that food is what unites us. Joining me now, Chef Jernard Wells. Chef, thank you for being with us. I imagine an inspiration to many chefs out there.
Thank you. Yes, yes. And, you know, it is a sad day. We're looking at, we've lost a great beacon in the culinary world because he was the voice for all in this industry, and he helped break us through so many barriers because we want to be experimental with food, and he did that in such a unique way where he opened the minds of many, were closed mind to all the different things to experience, and then raised the bar of being a great chef. You know, he was critical, and at the same time he was upfront with you, and it was to your own building. You know, a lot of people say, well, he was one of those chefs where if he didn't like something, he would tell you up front. But the thing is, with him, that's the best way to learn, is by being transparent. And that's what he was. He was a man of transparency. He was a man who opened up himself to the world and the darkness and the light. And me having the opportunity of seeing him, you know, perform in shows and actually share his story in his books and in live audience, it was heartfelt, and it was one of the things that helped continue to push me out the way I am today and what I do.
Made you want to be better?
Yes, it does. It really does. It resonates deep in your spirit where it makes you want to be better in your craft. It made me want to share who I was with the world. And you know, you've had me on here before. You know I have a big family and everything. And it makes you want to open up and share the pitfalls and the great things about your life and how we see it through food.
Tell me what it was like when Anthony Bourdain would walk into a room at a food festival you were in, or a restaurant that you would be cooking in. What was it like?
You know, when Anthony walks into a room, if you know the saying, a food authority, and that's what all chefs and all of us strive to be, is a food authority. He was that food authority. When he walked into the room, he commanded the room just by his mere presence. The attention, everything was locked in, home to detail. Even the way the man moved, you paid attention to that, because that was someone that you wanted to design your platform after. If there was a way to mold what he did, watching him in his life was truly a way to molding yourself into going into a great career.
So to learn he took his own life, I mean, if we could only have him understand what an impact he had, he didn't seem to understand that.
And you know, and that's one of the biggest things when we look at ourselves. People on the outside who love us and cherish us don't always understand what's going on in the inside. And it's like, how can you see the forest for the trees? And this is one of those situations where it's hard for us as an individual chef or fame, celebrity, it's hard for us to see what we mean to so many others when we have so many things internally going on within ourselves. And sometimes we make the wrong call. We make the wrong call on life, and this was the ultimate call that can't be taken back. And when I got the news, it really saddened me, and it hurt that we lost such a great icon in this world.
And something I hope for people at home, for anyone who has struggled with mental illness, for anyone who has had thoughts, there are people who love you, and there are people out there who can help you, and that is why we continue to put up the Suicide Prevention Lifeline. It is available 24/7. It is completely confidential. It's 1-800-273-TALK. Call if you need help. Jernard, thank you so much for being with us, Chef. We appreciate it.